Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints here in New Orleans. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Making side adjustments here. On the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the tag. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. Follow the block.
tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. This drive will open from the 15. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the right. Holds it in. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught close to the marker, it's Peoples. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Peoples. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Ohio State 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where...
He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The running back has it. Lots of running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Pick off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Now you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Georgia going up tempo. To the air, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the stop, about 4 yards short of the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going up top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 14.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Nice move there. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Offense in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Caught behind the line. It's Branch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Run out of bounds at the 26-yard line, and that's why you might want to think about just kicking it away from that guy. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden...
Fires toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Red pass, it's complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it fly. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Turning it on! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Under fire. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
Georgia, 21. Ohio State, 14.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Off the play fake. Under fire. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. Brings it in down the left side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Handoff to the lone back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And fired complete. Touchdown, Georgia! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throwing on the run. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the fourth quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. The ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Timeout on the field, and everyone wanting to make sure that they're locked in on this play in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. first down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Many men will step upon me, blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me.